Welcome to Crocodile MTG, your home of competitive, constructed play in all Magic the Gathering formats. Today's video was brought to you by all our wonderful sponsors, affiliates, and patrons. Thank you all for supporting the Crocodile MTG channel, and we hope you enjoy today's video. Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jordan with Crocodile MTG, here bringing you another Magic the Gathering video. Today we are going to be playing Bant Spirits in Pioneer. This is going to be a straight mulligan. We have no lands, unfortunately. This hand looks a lot better. We are going to keep this. I think we are going to end up putting Brazen Borrower on the bottom of the library here. And hopefully this will be good enough and put enough pressure on our opponent to win us the game. So we are going to go ahead and click Done here. We'll go ahead and start off with a... Actually, I should have started off with one of these tapped lands, because now we're going to have to play the next land untapped. That was a minor mistake on my part. So, being that they're playing Temple of Mystery, this is most likely the Lotus Field combo deck. So hopefully here we can win before they get the combo off. Unfortunately, we don't have Rattle Chains or Spell Queller in... I'm sorry, not Rattle Chains. Mausoleum Wanderer or Spell Queller in hand. So we're really going to have to find something here. Strategic planning from our opponent. Luckily, we do have a handful of cards from our sideboard that are going to be pretty good against this deck. But that being said, we really have to get aggressive here. And if they just have the combo, they're just going to get to go off. I'm going to go ahead and play this one tapped. We're just going to get in here for 2. I want to hold up as if we're we have a Mausoleum in hand. And then hopefully our opponent doesn't have anything. Now if I do play the Rattle Chains at the end of turn here, I can untap and play Phantom and swing for 8 and then threaten lethal the next turn. That's not a terrible play. It doesn't... the only thing it involves is us drawing a land. So if our opponent gets the combo off the turn after, that's going to be pretty good, but we're definitely... we definitely need to worry about losing, not this coming turn, but the turn after. All right, opponent. Here comes the Lotus Field. And our opponent has the ability potentially to go off here. Ooh, okay. All right, that's good. All right, so I think the most aggressive line here is playing the Rattle Chains. So I think I'm going to go ahead and play that out. And now we just have to hopefully... Alright, we didn't draw the land. So can they go off next turn is the question. I wonder if I let them play it safe. Okay, so we hit them down the 14 here. We play Selfless Spirit end of turn. I want to hold up as if I'm holding Spell Queller. And just play an instant speed game. Because our opponent, if they're... Alright, they're going to go ahead and cycle. This gives them quite a bit of mana. Alright, they're probably going to go get a... I almost called it Mazewith. Oh wow, they get a Blast Zone. Okay, they had the Thespian Stage in hand. Thespian Stage was the card I was thinking of. Alright, this is getting pretty scary. I'm really upset that we didn't draw a land there. Alright, is this game? 4 times 3 is 12. Shoot. Nope. Not the game. If I would have played a Phantom last turn, we could have won. Now we are potentially losing. Alright, so I'm just going to make this a 2-turn clock. There's nothing they play that deals themselves damage, I don't think, so we're just going to have to see how this goes. I just also remembered that they can blast zone this turn. So I do have to be aware of that. Two pour over the pages is pretty good. It's a real good start. Hidden strings. Nothing to cipher it onto, though. Making a bunch of mana. Underworld Breach. Going to do 2 pour over the pages. I mean, there's a chance this combo just bricks and they don't get a chance to actually go off. And actually, I'm interested that our opponent led on the hidden strings. Alright, there's a granted. Tomb Scour. Okay. Oh, that's pretty cool. Do they just get to mill their entire deck now? Tomb Scour. How do they win? Do they win by playing Oracle? I've seen this deck be played a couple times, so I'm not 100% sure. Tomb Scour. Oh, right. They can play Expansion Explosion, too, for a bunch. Alright, between these, we're going to end up getting our opponent's deck list, which isn't terrible. Tomb Scour is actually really interesting of an inclusion in this deck. Sorry for the silence. I'm just studying. Like, I just want to understand this deck. Alright, there's 15. I guess they just... What, hidden strings again? Alright, there's the granted. They got a Thassa's Oracle. Oh, Jace Wheeler Mysteries. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately we don't have the counterspell for that. Alright, so let's go ahead to the sideboard now. Our opponent does win this game. We're going to bring in the Rest in Pieces, the Mystical Disputes, the Disdainful Strokes, the Dampening Spheres. I think here we're going to cut all the Heralds like we did last game. Brazen Borrower, I don't think is one we're going to need. And I could also see cutting some of the Eagles and just playing more of a maybe 2 of the Eagles and Rattle Chains is good. Spell Queller's good. Maybe a Supreme. Nah, I like Supreme Phantom. Maybe trim a Selfless Spirit. Selfless Spirit's good because they're probably bringing in Anger of the Gods, but and they also have Blast Zone. So what if we leave in the Selfless Spirit and cut maybe a Spectral Sailor? I could see doing that. All right, so we're bringing in the Mystical Disputes. Ooh, what? Disdainful Stroke. All right, how do they actually win? Jace Wielder of Mysteries, granted. Okay, Disdainful Stroke can hit granted. So we're going to go ahead and keep the deck like this. So we're going to go ahead and take the play here. Yes, I would like to play first. This is a decent hand. We're going to go ahead and keep it. Now, not misplaying like we did last time, we're going to go ahead and lead on, I think, Temple Garden here. Actually, I think I want more blue mana up. I think I'm going to lead on Hallowed Fountain. Unfortunately, we don't have a 1-drop in Mausoleum Wanderer or Spectral Sailor. We still have 1 Spectral Sailor left in the deck. So we're going to go ahead and play Hallowed Fountain here. Just play it tapped. No possible plays. Yield on this turn. We're going to play the Supreme Phantom, not the most aggressive card in our deck, but it is one that pumps the team, so hopefully we'll be able to at least do that. So we'll play Phantom here. We'll start pinging for 1, and hopefully the Spell Queller and Mystical Dispute here protects us for a little bit. Alright, strategic planning from our opponent. I would like to find Dampening Sphere also. I think I'm going to go ahead and just play out this island and attack. Leave up Spell Queller for anything our opponent plays, just so we can get in and be aggressive. We really need to draw a couple other things, though. A Ratchet Bomb. Alright, I'm definitely taking out the Ratchet Bomb here. It's pretty cool art on Ratchet Bomb. Alright, here's the Lotus Field from our opponent. Selfless Spirit is fine. I'd really like to draw a Collected Company, though. Selfless Spirit's good if our opponent's game plan next turn is playing something like Anger of the Gods. Our opponent's on a 3-turn clock at the moment. We don't have... the extra point of damage here. That's one thing that kind of sucks about this deck is our opponent doesn't really take any damage from their lands, which, I mean, it's typical in Pioneer to see that because there's no fetch lands. People are still playing shock lands in a lot of their decks, though. It's just one of those things that's just kind of... I think that's fine. I think I wait for the next spell before I counter something. Unless I can't counter it. Alright, that's fine. Alright, there's the Thespian stage. Now they have a bunch of mana. Alright, I do have the Mystical Dispute for next turn. Hopefully... we don't draw anything here. It's really unfortunate. We get in for... It looks like we might be 1 point short, and they might end up getting the go off. We just have to really watch for our opportunity. So, if they just play something, like if they make a bunch of mana... Oh, wow, Chandra. Okay. So if they're smart about this, they might as well, I was going to say -2 on the Selfless Spirit. We will go ahead and sack it, though. Give our creatures indestructible till end of turn. I think we're actually going to have to attack Chandra here. Because we can't let our opponent just kill our board. Ooh, there's a Spell Queller. That's pretty good. Alright, I do have to take a turn here, I think, and kill... At least hit it... Actually, maybe what I do here is leave Chandra on 1. Because I don't care if they activate Chandra, I just can't have Chandra kill my board. Because now this also gives us the opportunity where if they don't kill us this turn, we have Mystical Dispute and Spell Queller. And Spell Queller will kill our opponent. I think strategic planning's fine. I'm not worried about that one. This is looking really good for us this turn. It didn't until we drew the Spell Queller. After we drew the Spell Queller, that was really good. It's really important now to know that our opponent has Chandra, and it was a good move to keep all the Spell Quellers in. Again, I don't think strategic planning is what we're looking for here. Alright, whatever this is getting countered. Oh, shoot, it's the cycle. Okay. Alright. Calm down. They only have 4 mana at the moment. Whenever they don't have a cycler, we're going to Spell Queller. Oh, wow, they haven't even played a land this turn. Alright, opponent, what do you have? You're messing with my mojo. Alright, we got this. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and Spell Queller here. And now we have exactly 7. Does this work? Mystical Dispute. I think this works. Alright, we got it. Alright, on to the sideboard. Alright, is there anything else we want against our opponent this turn? So they have Chandra, which is important to note. I don't think we want Deputy here. Rest in Peace is really good against their combo pieces, but they do have other ways to combo off. We really need to keep all our Selfless Spirits in, especially against Chandra. I don't want to bring in Deputy of Detention, but I don't want them to have, you know, a Planeswalker that can just keep killing my board. Chandra is extremely powerful, but I think we just have to rely on our Selfless Spirits and hope it's good enough. Or find a Dampening Sphere to shut our opponent's mana ramp up down. Alright, here we go. The Thespian stage is just insane. There's so much value in the Thespian stage, copying the Lotus field. Alright, we have Rest in Peace, and we have a Mausoleum Wanderer and a Mystical Dispute. This hand's a little slow, but I think it looks good enough to keep. We'll go ahead and lead on a Botanical Sanctum here. And a Collected Company, thank goodness. We didn't find one last game, I was all worried. I wonder if our opponent's going to Mystical Dispute this. Okay, they don't. Alright, strategic planning. I wonder what they put in their graveyard. I wonder if I'm going to run out Rest in Peace next turn. And then play Mausoleum Wanderer. And hopefully this is good enough to do something. Next turn, if our opponent... Oh wow, they don't have the Lotus field on 3. Alright, Sylvan Scrying is fine. So they're going to go ahead and get Lotus field now. I'm actually a little surprised our opponent did that. If they had... I guess they didn't want us to Mausoleum Wander the Sylvan Scrying. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and play the island here. I think I do want to play the Supreme Phantom. Now the question is, do I play the other Mausoleum Wanderer? And I think I do. I think having 2 Mausoleum Wanderers on 2 power is good enough. Good enough to at least buy us a turn. Now our opponent's probably just going to use this turn to tap to play the Lotus field and Thespian stage, copying the Lotus field. Okay, yep. And now, ooh, we have another Supreme Phantom. I think I have to play it here. Alright, so I don't need to... We're leaving up Mystical Dispute. And this is a pretty aggressive start. I think this is a 2-turn clock here, because we're hitting our opponent for 10 down the 5. And they're going to have to find something. Now, if they have Chandra, I don't even think that kills our Mausoleum Wanderers, which kind of sucks, but that doesn't... I think that still buys us a little bit of time. They can't just jam Chandra here. These Mausoleum Wanderers are now mana leaks, which are really good. Plus, we have the Mystical Dispute. All right, let's see if our opponent can go off. This has to be the turn that they have to, or that they go off. There's no way around anything else. All right, they have the Vizier to generate some mana. They're gonna get the draw card. I wonder if our opponent can even get through this. We basically have 3 mana leaks up. For instants and sorceries, at least. Alright, what do they have here? I wonder if it is a Chandra. It is a Chandra, okay. So that does kill the Mausoleum Wanderers. So that's actually something. Now we're gonna have to... We have to find something off this Collected Company. Wow. Wow, and another Mausoleum Wanderer. I don't think we risk it here. Because the only reason our opponent played the Chandra was because they couldn't get through 2 Mausoleum Wanderers. Plus we have a Mausoleum Wanderer now and a Mystical Dispute. I think what we have to do is hit our opponent to 3 and hit Chandra for 2. And just like last game, 1 at Chandra, 1 at our opponent. And just hold up. And just threaten lethal. That's the only way, I think. Is just see, you know, opponent, what can you do about this? All right, they have a Ratchet Bomb, but I'm not worried about that. Whatever our opponent plays, though, if they don't have enough mana, we're just gonna get the Mausoleum Wanderer. They can tick up Chandra. Yeah, I'm gonna wander the Hidden Strings. And they can do something else with their mana, but then I have Mystical Dispute. Oh, goodness. This has been such a close game from our opponent and us. I love Pioneer right now. I think that, and I love the Spirits decks. I used to play them in Modern quite a bit. I need to go out and get the rest of the cards. I played it a lot online. I never played it in paper, in person. But I definitely want to. No matter, I don't think, because we have full Mystical Dispute up, so, and our opponent can only cast a blue spell, so I don't think our opponent can do anything here. And we have the Mystical Dispute. And that's going to be game. Wow, what a match. Thank you all so much for watching. Please check out our awesome sponsor, manatraders.com. They're an awesome MTGO card rental service. We use them for each and every deck we rent, and each week they help provide us with a new deck. We just pay a monthly subscription fee, which actually is provided to us by Mana Traders because they're sponsoring our content. But honestly, go check them out. They're a great service. They're really quick, easy to use, and you can rent as many decks as you want a day. There's no limit. The only limit is based on your subscription tier. As long as you're subscribing in one of the, I think it's like $40 or $60 a month, you're gonna have plenty of credit, so to speak, to rent. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Go check them out, and I will see you in the next match. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that like and subscribe button. Also, check out the description below for more Magic the Gathering content. This was Jordan with Crocodile MTG, and we will see you next time.